7 things you must eliminate from your life in old age. Growing older brings clarity about what truly matters and what only adds unnecessary weight. In later life, we realize that releasing certain burdens allows us to fully embrace peace, joy, and a sense of purpose. Letting go becomes a powerful act of self-love. Here are 7 things you should consider eliminating from your life as you grow older, each designed to open up space for a more meaningful, enriched experience. 1. Negative relationships. Relationships are the bedrock of our lives, shaping our values, influencing our happiness, and supporting us through challenges. From family to friends and partners, these connections are central to who we are. Yet, as we grow older, it becomes clear that not all relationships are equally nourishing. Some friendships and bonds that once brought joy can become sources of stress, criticism, or negativity. As we age, it's crucial to evaluate which connections truly bring happiness and which have started to weigh us down. We often hold on to relationships out of habit, obligation, or guilt, especially when they've been a part of our lives for decades. But ask yourself, do certain people leave you feeling drained or constantly second-guessing yourself? Do some relationships feel one-sided, or do they bring more negativity than support? If you find that these connections no longer serve your well-being, it's time to consider gently distancing yourself. Choosing to let go of toxic relationships is not an act of selfishness, it's an act of self-preservation. In your later years, prioritize relationships that foster mutual respect, empathy, and kindness. Seek out people who lift your spirits, who celebrate your successes, and who genuinely care about your well-being. These are the connections that enrich your life, giving you the support and joy you deserve. By letting go of negative relationships, you create more space in your life for positive interactions and meaningful connections. Remember, the quality of your relationships matters more than the quantity, especially as you seek a life of peace and fulfillment in this stage. Choose carefully who you allow into your inner circle. Your time and energy are precious. Surrounding yourself with positivity and encouragement opens the door to a richer, more serene existence, allowing you to truly thrive. 2. Grudges and resentments. The weight of past grievances is a burden that grows heavier with time. Holding on to grudges may feel justified, especially when we've been wronged, but clinging to past hurts ultimately traps us in a cycle of bitterness and stress. Resentments are like invisible chains that keep us anchored to the past, preventing us from fully experiencing the present and diminishing our emotional well-being. In our later years, these lingering resentments can take an even greater toll, manifesting not only as mental strain but as physical symptoms, headaches, high blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. Imagine how freeing it would feel to let go of these emotional weights, to lift the burden, and allow yourself the space to heal. Letting go of grudges is not about denying that harm was done, it's about choosing peace for yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean erasing what happened or dismissing your pain. It means allowing yourself to move forward without being haunted by old wounds. Reflect on how much energy is spent replaying hurtful memories or imagining what could have been different. By choosing to forgive, you give yourself a profound gift, a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Imagine waking up each day without the shadow of anger or regret clouding your mind, free to fully engage with life and enjoy the precious moments you have. Releasing grudges allows room for gratitude and joy to take their place. With each day feeling more valuable in later life, don't let bitterness rob you of the peace you deserve. By letting go, you're not excusing the actions of others. You're honoring your own journey and choosing to live without carrying the weight of unresolved anger. The result is a life that's more open, more joyful, and filled with the serenity that comes from embracing forgiveness and allowing yourself to heal. 3. Fear of change. Change can be unsettling at any age, but as we grow older, the idea of stepping out of familiar routines can feel especially daunting. Over the years, we often build a life filled with comforting habits and routines that bring a sense of stability. Yet, while these routines provide comfort, they can also limit our experiences and keep us from embracing the world with curiosity and openness. In later life, allowing a fear of change to take hold can close doors to new opportunities for growth, joy, and connection. Fear of change often stems from the uncertainty of the unknown and a sense that we are too set in our ways to try something new. However, this stage of life holds unique opportunities to explore uncharted paths, to rediscover passions, and to find fresh sources of fulfillment. Imagine the excitement of picking up a hobby you always wanted to try, joining a new social group, or even revisiting old passions that were set aside. These changes, whether big or small, can bring a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Embracing change doesn't mean letting go of everything familiar. It means being open to experiences that bring new energy and keep your mind and heart engaged. Perhaps it's traveling to places you've longed to see, learning a new skill, or even connecting with people who share your current interests. Each of these steps brings richness to life, helping you see the world with fresh eyes. Allow yourself the freedom to see change as an adventure. Think back on all the meaningful experiences in life, falling in love, raising a family, or beginning a career. Each of these moments was filled with unknowns, yet they brought incredible joy and purpose. The journey of life doesn't end at a certain age. There are always new chapters waiting to be written. Embracing change keeps your spirit vibrant and reminds you that there is still much to discover and experience. In letting go of the fear of change, you give yourself the gift of possibility. You open yourself up to the thrill of growth, to the potential of forming new memories, and to a life that's continually enriched by curiosity. Step forward with courage, and you may find that the best parts of life are still unfolding, filled with joy, connection, and a renewed zest for living. 4. Excessive responsibilities. Throughout life, we often define ourselves by the responsibilities we carry. We become the caretakers, the providers, the dependable ones, the ones who ensure that life runs smoothly for everyone around us. Our roles within the family, at work, and in our community shape our identity. And for many years, there's a sense of pride and purpose in fulfilling these duties. But as we reach our later years, it's essential to examine which responsibilities still serve us, and which may be holding us back from fully enjoying this stage of life. Carrying excessive responsibilities into older age can lead to a sense of emotional and physical exhaustion, especially when these tasks no longer bring a sense of fulfillment. The habit of always saying yes and placing others' needs above our own can feel deeply ingrained, making it difficult to step back. Yet, letting go of certain duties doesn't mean abandoning those we love. It's about recognizing the importance of balance and giving ourselves the permission to rest. This is the time to evaluate what truly deserves your time and energy, and to consider how you might delegate or release tasks that are no longer essential. As we age, it becomes crucial to prioritize self-care, to find a sense of peace that isn't interrupted by the pressures of constant obligation. Releasing yourself from excessive responsibilities doesn't imply a lack of capability. Rather, it's an acknowledgement that your time and well-being are valuable and that you have earned the right to enjoy life without an endless list of tasks. Think of the liberation that comes from shedding roles and obligations that no longer serve your happiness. Imagine the joy of saying no without guilt and the freedom that comes from focusing on activities that truly nourish you. This is also an opportunity to give others the chance to step up. For so long, you may have been the one keeping everything in place, the one others turn to for solutions and support. However, allowing family members, friends, or even community members to take on some of these responsibilities can be empowering for them as well. It's a gift to show others that they too are capable and that you trust them to carry forward tasks you once shouldered alone. Stepping back gracefully is an act of wisdom, demonstrating that you value not only your well-being, but also the growth of those around you. Letting go of excessive responsibilities can also help you reconnect with parts of yourself that may have been set aside. With fewer obligations, you have the chance to rediscover passions and interests that were perhaps neglected amid the demands of work and family life. Imagine indulging in a hobby you love, exploring new places, or spending time with loved ones without the ever-present pull of what needs to be done. These moments of leisure and joy bring a richness to life that only comes when we allow ourselves to slow down and savor each day. Additionally, as you release unnecessary responsibilities, you'll find more space to engage in moments of reflection and tranquility, to connect with your inner self. Cultivating a life that prioritizes well-being and happiness enables you to appreciate the simple, beautiful aspects of everyday life. It may mean enjoying quiet mornings, peaceful walks, or time spent with a good book, moments that provide the peace and contentment you deserve. After years of meeting others' needs, focusing on self-care is a vital step in finding a balanced and joyful existence. Remember that letting go of responsibilities doesn't diminish your importance in the lives of those you care about. Rather, it allows you to be more present, offering love and support from a place of renewal and calm rather than one of obligation. Your value isn't measured by the number of tasks you complete or the number of people you help. It's inherent in who you are. Embracing this truth allows you to approach each day with a spirit of lightness and gratitude, unburdened by the weight of must-dos and shoulds. Consider, too, what new experiences you might invite into your life by creating space. Perhaps it's reconnecting with old friends, taking up a creative pursuit, or even dedicating more time to your physical and mental well-being. These experiences and activities can enrich your days, providing a sense of purpose that's rooted in joy rather than duty. In your later years, each moment is a gift, and releasing excessive obligations enables you to savor that gift fully. In letting go of the need to be responsible for everyone and everything, you honor the journey that has brought you to this point. You've been the support system, the caregiver, and the foundation for so many. Now, it's time to direct that care and attention inward, allowing yourself the rest, peace, and freedom you deserve. Trust that the world will continue to turn and that others will step up to manage the tasks you've released. This chapter of life offers the chance to experience a new kind of fulfillment, one that comes from living authentically, savoring the simple pleasures, and choosing happiness over obligation. You've given so much to others. Now, give yourself the gift of balance, rest, and joy. Embrace the freedom that comes with letting go and step into a life of serenity, contentment, and self-compassion. 5. Dependence on physical gratification. Physical intimacy is an integral part of life, offering connection, joy, and a way to express love. In our younger years, it often plays a large role in relationships and personal well-being. But as we age, the meaning and nature of intimacy can shift, and dependence on physical gratification, whether through sex or masturbation, can sometimes mask deeper emotional needs that become more profound over time. This dependence, if unchecked, may lead to a sense of disconnection or dissatisfaction, especially if used to fill emotional voids rather than nurturing holistic connection. With age comes the opportunity to experience intimacy in richer, more nuanced ways that go beyond physical pleasure. Emotional intimacy, companionship, and shared experiences begin to take on a deeper value, bringing warmth and fulfillment that lasts far beyond fleeting moments of physical gratification. Old age offers the gift of exploring these subtler, yet more enduring forms of connection that can transform relationships and enrich the spirit in meaningful ways. Physical gratification, while natural and healthy may not satisfy all the emotional and relational needs that become prominent as we grow older. Relying heavily on sex or masturbation for comfort or distraction can, over time, leave one feeling unfulfilled or isolated, as the underlying desire may actually be for closeness, understanding, or companionship. This stage of life provides a unique opportunity to focus on building emotional bonds, on the quiet moments of sitting together, engaging in deep conversation, or sharing a look that conveys years of understanding. These acts of intimacy may feel quieter than physical expressions, yet they nourish the soul profoundly. Rediscovering different forms of connection can enhance your relationships and bring deeper satisfaction. Imagine the joy of holding hands with a loved one during a peaceful walk, or the comfort of simply sitting together in silence, feeling understood without the need for words. This type of intimacy builds a foundation of trust, security, and mutual respect that strengthens relationships and brings a sense of peace that physical gratification alone may not provide. By cultivating these gentle moments of togetherness, you foster a closeness that endures beyond the physical, offering a depth of love and connection that fills the heart. It's also essential to recognize and celebrate the emotional growth that allows you to embrace intimacy in a new way. With age comes a maturity and self-assurance that can make emotional connection even more rewarding. Rather than seeking validation through physical pleasure, consider connecting through shared experiences, mutual support, and expressions of kindness. Whether it's through acts of service, listening with empathy, or simply being present, these forms of intimacy allow you to express love in ways that feel genuine and deeply fulfilling. Striking a healthy balance in physical desires is also an act of self-care. When sexuality is integrated thoughtfully into a broader framework of emotional and spiritual well-being, it becomes part of a larger picture that enriches life rather than defining it. Physical intimacy can continue to be a joyful expression of love, but it should complement, not replace, the emotional connection that grounds and sustains relationships. The beauty of intimacy at this stage of life lies in the understanding that true fulfillment comes from nurturing bonds that address the heart and mind as well as the body. In addition, fostering emotional intimacy with yourself can bring a profound sense of peace. Take time for self-reflection, journaling, or meditation to connect with your own feelings, needs, and desires. Becoming comfortable with solitude and learning to enjoy your own company can help you become more self-reliant emotionally, reducing the need to seek validation through external sources. This self-assurance will also make your relationships with others more meaningful as you bring a fuller, more secure version of yourself into each interaction. Lastly, remember that cultivating meaningful friendships and social connections is equally valuable. Intimacy doesn't always have to be romantic or physical. It can be found in friendships that offer laughter, support, and understanding. Investing in close friendships allows you to experience the joy of being seen and valued for who you are, strengthening your sense of connection and belonging. By gradually shifting focus from physical gratification to emotional and relational richness, you can build a life filled with warmth, trust, and contentment. Intimacy that touches the heart and uplifts the soul offers a level of satisfaction that grows with time, enriching every aspect of your life. Embrace the opportunity to deepen connections with loved ones, with yourself, and with friends, creating a life that celebrates the beauty of companionship in all its forms. In this way, the later years become not only a time of peace, but also of profound connection and genuine joy. 6. Negative thought patterns. The mind can be a powerful ally, but it can also be our greatest obstacle. As we grow older, we may find ourselves falling into cycles of negative thinking, especially when faced with concerns about health, finances, or family matters. These thoughts often stem from real worries, but when left unchecked, They can transform into patterns that keep us stuck, sapping joy from our daily lives and clouding our outlook on the future. Letting go of these persistent negative thought patterns is essential to finding peace and happiness in our later years. Negative thought patterns may appear as subtle but consistent doubts, regrets, or anxieties that creep into our thoughts, taking root and growing stronger over time. We may worry about what-ifs or dwell on past decisions we wish we could change. This way of thinking can affect our mood, physical well-being, and even our relationships with those we care about. Left unchallenged, negativity can become a habit, leading to feelings of helplessness or frustration. Recognizing this cycle is the first step toward breaking free from it. Begin by noticing when these negative thoughts arise and gently questioning them. Ask yourself if these thoughts serve you or if they only amplify your worries. Try shifting your perspective, reframing thoughts of "I can't" into "what can I do?" or "I missed out" into "what did I learn?" Focus on your resilience, the inner strength that has carried you through past challenges and can help you move forward now. This approach can turn self-doubt into self-compassion, reminding you of your ability to adapt, grow, and thrive no matter the circumstances. Practicing gratitude is a powerful tool in overcoming negative thought patterns. When thoughts of worry or regret creep in, turn your attention to the present moment. Reflect on what you're thankful for, whether it's a cherished friendship, good health, or even the beauty of a simple morning routine. Consider keeping a gratitude journal, noting 3 things each day that bring you joy. Small shifts like these can gradually rewire your brain, replacing patterns of worry with patterns of appreciation. Additionally, creating positive daily rituals can help you stay centered and grounded. Consider incorporating meditation, breathing exercises, or moments of reflection to calm your mind and connect with your inner peace. Taking walks, spending time in nature, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea can be powerful in grounding you in the present and clearing away mental clutter. These rituals may seem small, but practiced consistently, they become anchors, helping you maintain focus on the beauty in each day. Engaging in new activities can also shift your perspective. Learning a new skill, exploring a hobby, or even volunteering can redirect your energy away from worry and toward meaningful experiences. These positive actions foster a sense of purpose and bring fresh joy, reminding you that life still holds many surprises, opportunities, and reasons to feel fulfilled. Lastly, remember that seeking support from others can be invaluable in changing negative thought patterns. Talking to close friends, joining a support group, or even working with a counselor can provide new insights and coping strategies. Sometimes, sharing our inner thoughts with someone who listens without judgment can lift a significant weight, offering us a fresh perspective on situations that once seemed daunting. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, who remind you of your worth and bring out the best in you. As we age, every moment becomes more precious and we deserve to live it fully, free from the shadows of self-doubt or regret. By consciously letting go of negative thought patterns, we give ourselves the chance to embrace life with open hearts and clear minds. Freeing ourselves from mental burdens creates space for gratitude, joy, and the quiet contentment of simply being present. Step by step, thought by thought, you can reshape your outlook to welcome peace, positivity, and the beauty of this stage of life. 7. Regrets about unfulfilled dreams. As we grow older, it's only natural to reflect on the paths we didn't take, the dreams left unpursued, and the what-ifs that linger in our minds. Unfulfilled dreams can feel like shadows over our accomplishments, bringing a sense of loss or sadness over missed opportunities. Regret is a powerful emotion, often sneaking in as we look back on life. But holding on to these regrets, replaying missed chances, or longing for a different outcome only keeps us from fully appreciating the richness of the life we've lived and the opportunities still present. Regrets about unfulfilled dreams often stem from the goals we set for ourselves in youth, imagining the lives we hoped to lead and the things we wanted to achieve. As life unfolded, we may have chosen different paths, made sacrifices, or faced obstacles that led us away from those original aspirations. It's easy to view these choices with sadness, yet each decision was shaped by who we were at that time, by the needs, loves, and priorities that mattered most in that moment. Rather than focusing on what wasn't achieved, consider the countless experiences, relationships, and achievements that have defined your unique journey. Every path you took, whether planned or unexpected, contributed to who you are today. Reflect on the ways your choices have positively shaped your life, the people you've met, the love you've given and received, the wisdom gained through each triumph and setback. These are the elements that define a full, meaningful life. Instead of seeing unfulfilled dreams as shortcomings, view them as symbols of a life rich in experience and resilience, a life that took shape through adapting to each moment's realities. Releasing regret doesn't mean ignoring those dreams. It means finding peace with where you are now and embracing the opportunities still available. This stage of life can be a time of rediscovery, of picking up threads of past dreams and weaving them into your present. Think about the elements of those unfulfilled dreams that still resonate. For instance, if you always wanted to write a book, consider starting a journal or sharing your stories with family and friends. If you dreamed of adventure, even small travels to new local places can bring excitement and discovery. These small acts can revive your sense of purpose and give you new ways to engage with life meaningfully. One of the best ways to let go of regret is to focus on the present moment and to embrace the possibilities still before you. This can mean nurturing your passions, forming new relationships, and celebrating small moments of joy. Finding peace with unfulfilled dreams allows you to live without the weight of what might have been and to recognize that each day holds its own promise. Even now, there are chances to experience wonder, to learn, to grow, and to connect with others in meaningful ways. Focusing on gratitude can help ease feelings of regret. Take a moment to consider the milestones, the relationships, and the adventures that have enriched your life. Acknowledge the wisdom you've gained, the strength you've developed, and the love you've given. Gratitude for what you have achieved transforms regret into appreciation, allowing you to see your journey as a series of meaningful, beautiful moments, rather than a list of missed opportunities. It's also helpful to remember that regret often arises from comparing ourselves to others or to our own idealized versions of life. The truth is, each person's path is unique, and there is no one right way to live a life. What may seem unfulfilled by one standard is full of meaning by another. Recognize that the richness of your experiences, the people you've touched, and the challenges you've overcome are all achievements in themselves. There is no need to measure your life against an imagined ideal. Lastly, consider that the best parts of life may still be ahead. By letting go of regret, you make room for the new passions, new friendships, new moments of joy. Instead of looking back with longing, look forward with curiosity. What might surprise you about this stage of life? What interests might you uncover? What connections might you deepen? The beauty of life is that it is never too late to find fulfillment, and the things that bring joy are often simpler and closer than we think. As you release the grip of regret, you free yourself to live with greater peace, to cherish each day, and to appreciate the life you've created. Unfulfilled dreams need not be sources of sorrow. They are reminders of the beauty and unpredictability of life. In finding acceptance, you open your heart to the present and make space for all the wonderful experiences yet to come. Embrace this moment and honor the incredible journey that has brought you here. Conclusion. As we move into the later years of life, we have the rare opportunity to pause, reflect, and reshape our journey. Aging is not just about accepting the physical changes, but about letting go of what no longer serves us, creating space for joy, peace, and deeper fulfillment. By releasing negative relationships, grudges, fear of change, excessive responsibilities, dependence on physical gratification, negative thought patterns, and regrets about unfulfilled dreams, we allow ourselves to live with a renewed sense of purpose and freedom. This stage of life is about embracing simplicity, cherishing meaningful connections, and nurturing our own well-being. It's about focusing on what brings true happiness and letting go of the burdens that hold us back. Each day is a gift, an opportunity to create new memories, to find peace in the present, and to cultivate gratitude for the path we've traveled. Remember that you've earned the right to enjoy a life filled with tranquility, love, and purpose. The future holds endless possibilities, no matter your age. By letting go of these 7 burdens, you're not just preparing to live more fully. You're allowing yourself to thrive, surrounded by what truly matters. Embrace this time as a season of growth, connection, and discovery, knowing that the best parts of life are not behind you, but here, in the moments you choose to live freely and wholeheartedly. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.